number 12, Chomp City Track Club.
Wearing hip number 11, this is set to be Guilderland Track Club.
Wearing hip number 10, that is Riverdale Country Track Club.
The Falcons well represented in that hip number 10. This is a very familiar name for all of you following our DMRs, our 4x800s, our 4x1 mile relays. Impulse Track Club will occupy lane number 9.
Wearing hip number 8, that is Titans Track Club.
Mistake them not, in that highlighter green, it is going to be the distinctive West Springfield Track Club out of Virginia, occupying hip number 7.
Wearing hip number 6, very nice Track Club.
We've heard lots from them. Believe they're out of Michigan, but they are going to throw down some very nice performances. They'll be followed in hip number 5 by Blue Hawks Track Club A-Team.
Wearing hip number 4, IMG Elite, making the trip up from Florida, ready to take down Beantown.
Can we say enough about them? They are just dominant across the board, looking for something special here today. Wearing hip number 2, this is going to be Penn Charter's A-Team.
And we already introduced their B team, now their A team, wearing hip number 1, IMG Elite. 2 teams in this top seeded section of the 4x8. And you mentioned very nice track club out of Michigan. They have some very fast alum, including Hobbs Kessler. What an athlete, what a program they have put together there. Very excited to see what this girl's 4x8 can do. The record in this event for the meet is IMG Academies at 8:46.04.
Well, we have seen some incredible performances all throughout this opening day of New Balance Nationals Indoors 2026, and you are not going to be disappointed, folks, if you're just tuning in for our fastest section of the Championship Girls 4x800. Those pace lights set for our lead time, but Twist, I think we're going to blow that out of the water here. These girls don't just want to win, they want to break some records.
IMG ran 8:49.18 back at the Melrose Games. They took second in that race. They're going to try and win it all from the front here. It is IMG Elite.
Well, that 8:49 was impressive, but not quite as good as our 8:46 from last year. They took the top marks in the 2025 edition of this championship 4x800. They are showing the field how it is done, but you know what? There is competition. They are under some pressure. That opening 400 meters unofficially 1:05 on the clock. There are 5 gals who are absolutely chasing this thing. The field trailing them. It is going to be an exciting opening leg here. Chasing those pace lights. And again, pressure is going to be on from start to finish. These girls know what is on the line. Those lights just slipping away from our leader, and that's a little bit surprising, Twist.
I just sent the question out. What are those pace lights set at? I know they've been set at the winning time.
And I believe they're set at the national record pace of 8:40.07, so that would be a huge, huge run if our leaders could keep up to them. Again, I know what it's like to chase those wave lights. They are both helpful and elusive in equal measure, depending on how strong you're feeling. But this is a great performance up front by our leading duo.
This is not the first time IMG Academy has been set on the pace of 8:40.07. That is Union Catholic's national record. They set that at the Melrose Games. IMG Elite, they were chasing down Union Catholic at the Melrose Games. Now they have clear track ahead of them, just the pace lights setting that national record pace. IMG Academy looking to try and take back that record. It was their record until the Millrose Games this year. 8:46.04 was the record coming into this year. IMG Academy, the second fastest team in history, and 2:14.12 for Impulse Track Club on that leadoff leg.
Fantastic opening leg for Impulse, but I gotta say IMG Elite looking really good. And can you imagine a better competitor to lead off here on our second leg than a name like Winning? Mackenzie Winning here, taking to the track and putting her name down now right on those pace lights. She is running a solo effort. She's halfway through this second leg of the championship girls 4x8. She's going to come under some contest now as there is a trailing duo who are putting the pressure on, but Winning continuing to win at this stage of this race, Twist.
Impulse Track Club and Penn Charter battling for that second spot behind IMG Elite. IMG Elite has their sights set on the national record. That is Union Catholic's record up front, 8:40.07, the pace lights. It is IMG Elite trying to keep up with the quick pace, but now it will be Penn Charter closing down the gap. Penn Charter moving up. It'll be Penn Charter 10 meters back from IMG Elite and Charter. Impulse Track Club, your current top three. The base lights pulling away slightly from IMG. Penn Charter right there. Penn Charter being in the mix. This is a very impressive run by the team from Penn Charter. They're currently not inside the top 10 in the United States. And right now they're running with IMG, who came into this weekend with their sights set on the national record.
Well, when you can run a second leg, or a third leg rather, that is almost lapping the rest of the field, that is an absolutely phenomenal performance. IMG holding on really strong right now to this lead, under some pressure though down the back stretch. And this is Danielle Graham for IMG Elite, looking to hold on to that advantage from her team. She knows that she is going to be chased down. She's also chasing those pace lights ahead of her. This is going to be a very vital leg for IMG Elite, looking to capitalize on the runners ahead of her by way of lapping those athletes, but also knowing that there is going to be big pressure from behind as about 10 meters now separate our top two.
And IMG Elite is catching up to those pace lights here in the 4x8. Again, that national record was set this year by Union Catholic at the Millrose Games. IMG Elite was in that race. They ran 8:49.18. The national record was theirs coming into this year. IMG Elite at the Millrose Games, 2:11, 2:13, 2:13, and 2:11 on the splits.
So Danielle Graham leading things out here, having to make the push on the outside. She's a University of Tennessee commit for the fall, and she has a best of 2:10.49 in this event that was set about 4 weeks ago. She is looking to capitalize on all of that strength right now as she heads into this next exchange for her quartet.
IMG Elite with the stick. It's going to take a monster anchor leg here to catch back up with the pace lights. The national record of 8:40.07. That last split, 2:09.82.
Well, and what can we say about this anchor? Aurora Bertelsen del Solar has been an absolute standout at New Balance Nationals for the last several years, and she is looking to continue that streak. She is right on those pace lights. National record, folks, is under contention here. She has a best of 2:08.28 on the season. That is not her PB, but she is absolutely running away with this thing, coming off a 1600 meter PR of 4:56.09 from about 3 weeks ago, and doing it the hard way by herself, being buoyed and encouraged by her teammates on the infield. There's a strong battle developing for second there. You can see on our split screen to the left, but on the right, my goodness, Twist. Can we say enough about Del Solar? She has turned up time and time again, and she puts on a show every time she steps on the track at New Balance Nationals.
It's going to take a 2:04 mid here to get the record, and she's going for it. I give her a lot of credit for catching back up to those pace lights, putting herself out there and saying, you know what, I'm going to go for it today.
Look, she's a 55.28 400 meter runner. She's a 2:06.80 800 meter runner. She's got 5,000 strength. This girl can do it all. She is being absolutely encouraged by everyone in this facility. Running solo is the hardest way to do it. Those lights are getting ever further away from her, but to your point, Twist, what credit can we give to this young woman who is bringing things home for her IMG team?
If there is anyone in the building that can do it, it is her. This will be the bell lap of the championship 4x8. It is IMG Elite. What?
8:44.74 for the win there. 2:09.18 for that final leg. What a performance by Aurora Bertelsen del Solar, an enormous final leg. Those splits, incredible. 2:14, 2:11, 2:09, 2:09. What a way to finish things off on day one here at New Balance Nationals indoors at the track here in Boston.
And that is the second fastest time in history. IMG Academy moving up on the national list. The second fastest time in history, 8:44.74 for IMG Elite.
And what a good feeling that must be. A very tired but incredibly accomplished quartet of very capable young women putting on a barn burner of a performance. What a beautiful show it was by this foursome, by all of our athletes here at day one at New Balance Nationals indoors. It was going to be exciting from the start. We knew that, and each of these teams working hard to keep themselves in the mix from start to finish. But IMG knew how to get it done into that final 100 meters. What a performance there. Completely by herself, but rocking her kit and rocking things in this house and for her team. Brilliant finish by Del Solar, and my gosh, do we have excitement to come for you, folks. So if you're tuning in to us here on day one of New Balance Nationals indoors, here at the track at New Balance, you've been treated to a meet record and a second all-time best in that 4x800, and we are going to hear from them momentarily as we close things down on day one. And I believe that's Dave Alfano who's going to take things home for the interview with IMG Elite.
Head down with Dave Alfano to have a few words.
All right, I'm here with the IMG girls 4x8 that just ran the number 2 time, all time, incredible solo performance. Coming in, I think you guys knew you were going to be running against the clock. What was the mindset coming into this race?
I mean, all of us were super excited to get out here, run with each other again. It's just a blessing to be able to do this together, and for the team and for our families and everything. Obviously, we fell a little bit short of our goal, but we went in, gave it our best shot with what we had. And I mean, it's a great record set by great girls, so we're happy that we could go give it a shot.
Totally. Real quick, the consistency of IMG girls in the 4x8 over the last 2 years. What's it like day in and day out at IMG to be able to come on a stage like this and perform pretty much every time we see you?
I think the key word, what you said, like consistency, and also like us as a team, we're like best friends. We love training with each other. We hang out with each other like outside of practice, and it's just such a great environment to be in, and being able to wake up every morning and be able to run with this group of girls.
And the warm weather, I'm sure. Well, congratulations, number 2 all time. Cannot wait to see what else you guys have coming up this weekend and going into outdoors. Congrats.
All right.